I guess there's a lot of dirt in the vaginal cavity.
Like sand?
There is sand.
Gravel?
Depends on where the baby was made.
Really? So
If you make
dirt.
love on the beach,
Yeah.
your child comes out sandy.
You should probably name it Sandy, too.
If you want to,
That
little
works.
on the nose, but
I guess you can call him Placenta Face.
wait, don't start without me.
Okay.
Is it going?
Well, I don't want to tell you
Oh,
because I don't want to start without you.
then I already feel I'm in a hole. Are we recording?
We're recording.
Okay.
We're going.
When did it start?
It started about 2 hours ago before you got here.
No, So I've already been complaining?
Well, you've already been cataloged, documented.
Well, I haven't prepared. I just took a shower.
Oh, wow, you look... Oh, you smell daisy fresh. Have you ever heard that term, daisy fresh?
I have. Am I?
Have you ever heard the term
Am I
manure fresh?
comfortable?
Are you comfortable? I don't know. You seem fidgety, guy. Are you nervous? Is there something going on?
There's stillness. I just
seem-
got here and you came in hot.
You seem like a little jitterbug. Like a little,
I asked
nervous Nelly.
I asked you if
Yeah.
you clean these microphones.
Yeah.
And you said no, you don't.
Well, not every time.
And I just-
How do you
and you
clean a
said what-
microphone?
You said why, and I said last time
Yeah.
it had a scent.
It stunk.
It was someone's bad breath. I don't
Someone-
know. I don't know if you know who
I do.
was before me.
I do. It was Halitosis Helen.
Well, it was tracking.
Yeah. How does it smell now?
Well, this is good, but this,
Yeah.
I had a feeling it wouldn't hit right.
Oh, really?
It's orange vanilla.
Yeah.
That's not a good combo, but I just needed something. Now, you're sure we're recording?
Yeah. I started about 2 hours ago.
How do I look? Are we almost done? Or you want to?
We're probably just starting, I think.
Okay.
Do you want the theme music to help?
I don't need help. I'm just pointing out.
I think this might settle you down because you're really jittery. Like, have you been shoplifting or something?
No,
You look like you've been
my
shoplifting
left
that
eye-
big coat.
My left eye was a little bloodshot from the shower. So
Oh.
that's all. So,
You're not supposed to shower your eye.
well, you get in there.
Yeah.
Some soap maybe went in.
Oh.
I wasn't sure if I was going to shampoo or not.
Oh.
Because sometimes I just rinse and then the hair is more full.
Yeah.
But now I washed it. Ow!
Oh.
That hurts. See, that's a move I can't even do currently.
Wait, before we get to your "ow, it hurts,"
Okay.
did you use baby shampoo?
No, it was adult strength.
It was full-grown shampoo.
Yeah, it's in a blue
Wow.
bottle. It's in a blue bottle. But,
And
but
why
when
do-
I'm out in the world, I use whatever is in the shower.
Yeah.
So each hotel varies on degree of quality.
You ever just get a bar of soap and grind it on your head?
I do. I'm not afraid to
Grind?
I'm not afraid
Look
to
like
let.
a grinder.
I'm not afraid to let soap that's not meant for hair
Yeah.
give it a shot.
Why not? It's still got falsides and sulfosides in
If
it.
you can get bubbles, I think
Yeah.
I think it can explode off some dirt.
Well, if that's your theory, then you could sit in a tub and do water babies and stick your head underwater.
I can.
Yeah.
I can do just about anything.
You ever done water babies?
I'm not sure I'm against. Is that like a water birth?
It's like a water fart. You fart and bubbles come up.
No, but that sounds fun.
They're called water babies.
No, because when I fart in the bathtub, I also poop.
Oh, Lord, love a lemon bush.
So that's just it's just a phase. So
Dude.
there's not a lot of bubbles until
God.
the log breaks the surface.
God.
Hey,
Noah's
it's
Ark.
nice to be here. This vanilla's growing on me.
Yeah, I thought you'd like it. It's like a melted creamsicle.
Yeah, it's not good.
And by the way, why do babies need shampoo? They're all bald.
Well, I think it's just to get the scalp clean. A lot of the scalp is
don't know.
full of dirt.
Babies?
Baby dirt.
What are people
From the
rolling them
birth.
around on their heads?
From the birth. From the birth.
Dry
A lot
placenta.
of, the fluid that comes
Yeah.
when you're born. I guess there's a lot of dirt in the vaginal cavity.
Like sand?
There is sand.
Gravel?
Depends on where the baby was made.
Really? So
If you
there's
make
dirt.
love on the beach,
Yeah.
your child comes out sandy.
You should probably name it Sandy, too.
If you want to,
That
little
works.
on the nose, but
I guess you can call him Placenta Face.
okay, this smells pretty good. And we've started
Wow, we started about 2.5 hours ago.
before I got here.
I roll the cameras early when you come in, just in anticipation of the thunder.
I shaved a beard last night.
Whose?
It was mine. I had a big,
Oh.
I had a big full beard.
Oh.
So I'm not sure. I feel handsome.
Wait, you did a full shave and you've already got 5 o'clock shadow?
It starts immediately.
You are the new Tom Selleck.
But I don't go to the skin. I have a
You have a half.
trimmer,
Yeah.
and I go 9 on the stash
Oh.
and a 3 everywhere else.
Oh,
But
wow. And
man.
in the end, you look like a 10.
I feel like it. I know where your eyes go.
Yeah, I know, but
I'll give it.
I drifted them back just
Oh, is that mine over there?
Yeah. No, yours is here.
Yeah, but why is there one over there?
Well, just so you can give it some side eye. You all right?
I'm just getting into it, man.
Are you sure you
no one
haven't
wants to be anywhere. I didn't know.
I feel like you might have been shoplifting. That jacket's kind of bulky, and you look like a criminal element, to be honest. Even with
I
your
have to
shampooed
be,
hair.
I'll tell you, as I was driving here,
Yeah.
I realized I'm going back to my original line of work.
What is it?
I was a behavioral profiler briefly for the FBI, so I'm going to go back to hunting serial killers.
What?
The comedy, I don't know if I don't know if they're laughing enough to warrant
right.
the effort.
Yeah.
I think I used to be funnier when I was talking about things like that. Now,
Yeah.
now I'm talking about too much, ejaculation
Oh, here we go.
in the pants.
Ouch.
Because I don't masturbate.
Ah, here
I'm
we go.
I know.
Well,
But I'm not into it.
I know. I don't think anyone is. Can we talk about something other than that?
Yeah, I'd like to.
Well-
That's what I just said. Is as I was driving here, I'm over that.
Yeah. Well, what do you mean?
I would like a refractory period.
Yeah.
I would like to have to take time in between lovemaking sessions. As an edger, you're always ready.
Yeah. Is a refractory when you own a warehouse and there's mirrors on the roof?
No, I think the refractory is the time between erections.
Oh,
where you
this
need
stuff.
where you need 20 minutes and half a sandwich.
Why you always seem to veer down like
No,
Dirty Street?
No, I told you I didn't want to.
I know, but we were about to talk about your serial killer quest.
that's fine.
And suddenly we're talking about Orangina in your trousers or whatever they say.
I believe you mentioned something about refractory.
Yeah.
So it's a kind of a two-way street.
What is?
Refractory period. Have you ever heard of a thing called the Coolidge effect?
Yeah.
That's where men don't have a refractory period if they're with a different woman or man.
Oh,
There's
wow.
only a lull if you're with the same woman again.
Have you ever been with a woman or a man?
I have.
Which one?
I wasn't sure.
Oh,
I ride the middle in life.
Wow, guy.
I'm not good with pronouns or verbs.
Wow.
So whatever you are, just be who you are.
So you were with someone and you weren't sure.
Oh, I'm never quite sure. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm married.
Oh,
And
is
I
your
ca-
wife a girl or a guy?
I couldn't tell you for sure.
Wow. Well, what do you feel under the sheets at night?
I do not touch. I also have 3 dogs now.
Oh,
So there's a lot of things under the sheets.
wow. So you're in a non-contact marriage?
There is, but I don't know who it's with.
Is there intimacy?
4?
5?
For who?
Oh, I thought you were counting.
I can't.
Is there intimacy between you and it? Since we don't know what it is.
I wouldn't be able to tell you for sure if it's intimate.
Wow. Have you ever laid on top of said wife, husband?
Not in months.
But you have.
By accident, I fell on top of her. And
Oh, it's a her.
at that moment, because we made a child. But now,
Oh, now you don't know. So what you're saying is she's saying, oh, I'm going out for drinks with the girls. I'm going out to the card club. And
We
you
don't
think
talk.
she's been going to get
There's not a lot of.
her
she doesn't
things
really
done
explain
for
where
her
she's
transition.
going. I just know that
Oh.
there's a child in our life that might be mine.
Oh.
Was it intimacy that caused it? I'm not sure.
Now, if you have a half-breed partner.
What's the half?
That's what I mean. If you have a half-breed where you don't know which way they go, is the kid
But
a
does
half-breed?
it even matter? I don't.
Is the kid a girl or a boy?
I have no idea.
Well, does it sit or stand when it pees?
Well, the great news is
Great news. Okay.
she used to stand
Mm-hmm.
because we would pee together outside. I think
Okay.
we've discussed.
Oh, we talked about that.
We-
Yeah, out by
and
the
it-
tree, the pea tree.
She had. I have a pea tree,
yeah.
and I still use it.
Yeah.
And she had a pea mound.
Okay.
And when I went to the tree, she would go to the mound, and she would stand tall, strong calves.
Yeah.
And she'd wear shoes with flashing lights on them, blinkers, the
wow.
flashing lights,
Yeah.
because sometimes she'd pee at night.
Oh.
And we have a California condor and coyotes.
Yeah, night peer.
And I always wanted to make sure if she was grabbed during a pee, I'd be able to tell the police the direction.
Oh, because you'd follow the pea trail.
I'd follow
Oh.
the shoes, the blinking lights.
Oh, but you can also follow the pee trail
Not at night.
if he's peeing.
Not at night.
Well, you can still see moisture at night.
You can. I can't. My eyes, I have astigmatism.
You also got baby shampoo in them.
Left, but is it getting whiter?
It really looks red.
So this is the problem. This
like a
is why.
bull.
This is why this podcast should maybe be deleted.
No, it's white.
Okay.
Your eyes are as white as the white on a fried egg.
Super. I'm not sure what that is, but listen.
Yeah. Wow.
At some point, she stopped peeing with me.
Okay, that's probably healthy
For who?
for her.
We now have nothing in common.
Well, you don't want your kid getting into the teenage years and she or he's still peeing with daddy. Are you a daddy or a mommy? I'm confused. I don't know who's what anymore.
I'm just a man trying to make it in the late 90s. So now she
Okay.
uses a bathroom,
Okay.
and I don't like it. But I'm under the impression she might still be standing in the bathroom when she pees. So maybe she...
Huh. Have you thought to ask if you could come in and watch?
I don't ask.
You just go in.
I just, if I'm worried,
You go in.
I kind of kick my way in.
And is she standing or sitting?
Standing at the time, but it
Oh.
could be because she jumps up scared.
Huh. Wow. Your kid.
So this is just who
Yeah.
I am. So,
Okay. Well,
so
speaking of who you are. Hey, everybody, check out my merchandise at harbling.com. Yeah, most people just slap some letters or images on a t-shirt or a hoodie, but not me. Yours truly. Guess what? I draw my own designs. At harbling.com, you can see tons of my hand-drawn t-shirts. You can either buy the original or you can buy a print. And man, oh man, wear them loud and proud. I love making these designs for you guys and keeping it personal. So check out the whole catalog. We got hoodies, we got coffee mugs, we got t-shirts, you name it, it's there at harbling.com. Get your Harland original design, wearable art at harbling.com today. And thank you for your support. And I'll just keep the groovy images coming.
You ask if she's a boy or girl.
We don't know.
It's not my place.
We don't care.
She's whatever she is or he. She seems nice.
As long as you love it.
Doesn't seem to like me.
Can you say
Ow.
it? Can you say it? Or you really hurt your shoulder, huh? What happened, guy?
I mentioned it.
Yeah.
When I got here.
Yeah, what happened? This is unbelievable.
I'm currently suffering
Oh, God.
from what is called a frozen shoulder.
Oh, no. What happened?
Let me just let people... Now, can everyone see?
Were you leaning on the freezer? What happened?
No, I just want...
Yeah, you can show
I'm trying
them.
to keep my posture strong.
Okay.
So
What?
I fell off the stage,
What?
a stage in Dublin, Ireland.
Oh, an Irish stage.
And I would say 2 months ago.
What? And how? First of
Well,
all.
I finished telling some jokes. I was in the United Kingdom
Yeah.
with a young man named Tom Segura,
Tom Segura.
who has a show on Netflix right now called Bad Thoughts,
Okay.
which is one of the top shows in the world.
Come on.
Global.
No. No, it's not.
And I'm in one of the stories. All these times I do this show, I don't like to plug things.
Yeah.
But this
Plug
is something that I think you'd like
Okay.
because there's a toilet involved in my episode. So that's all. There's just a toilet involved. But I was in Dublin, Ireland, and I did some jokes.
Yeah.
And
The
it was
hell
an
happened?
arena. It was a big room, lots of people.
How many? Like 4,000?
There may have been 6.
Wow.
And I did my ha-ha and
Yeah.
said thank you. And I was supposed to go behind the curtain.
Oh, here we go.
There's a curtain.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I went in front of the curtain.
Oh,
And I got to the edge, and I realized that I wasn't seeing any familiar faces. And I realized I was on the wrong side of the curtain.
What happened?
Well, I realized I need to get through this curtain.
Yeah. Why are you saying curtain? They're made of cloth, not tin.
So, is it curtain?
Well, you keep saying curtain. You're
I
putting an
just-
accent on tin.
The
And
reason
they're not made
is
of metal. They're it's a fabric.
curtain. Curtain?
Curtain, yeah. Curtain. It's almost like you take the A and the I out and you go right to curtain.
You want me to say curtain?
There you go. You just did it.
It felt wrong.
But it was sounded oh so
But
right.
I was supposed to get through the curtain.
There you go.
I like the other way.
I don't think they were following you the other way.
Curtain?
Curtain, you were saying.
Okay, the curtain.
Curtain.
Well, I would say I have a little PTSD from the curtain.
Dude,
I know.
you got full-blown SARS, I think.
Curtain.
Yeah, there you go.
And I wanted to get through the curtain.
Yeah, now you got it.
And I realized, it wasn't allowing me.
Oh, yeah, hard
and then
to
at
get
some
through cloth.
point, my foot slipped over the edge of this stage.
Oh, my God.
And I reached for the curtain.
Oh, God. Here we
And
go.
first my hip hit first.
The ground?
No, the hip hit the stage.
Okay.
So that slowed me down a little. So instead of falling 12 feet, I fell 6.
Whoa.
And while in the air,
Oh.
I realized I'm going to hit ground. I might die. I thought, that was a good set.
Yeah.
I felt good in the air. And it was a long fall.
Yeah, because you're tall. You're like 7 feet.
Well, I'm 6 feet 5 inches of something.
I'm just rounding it up to 7.
And as I fell, somehow I began to curl
Oh, like a fetus?
like a fetus.
If only you had the baby shampoo.
And I landed on this shoulder.
Oh, God.
And as I hit, I
If
heard
only you had
something.
head and shoulders.
Mostly shoulder. But I missed hitting a box that would have killed me. There was a box down there, and I landed on some cables. And it was loud. Everyone knew.
How does a box kill you? It's just a box.
Well, it would have hit this part of my head
Oh,
traveling
your
it.
temple.
I was falling at
Oh.
I was falling at probably 300 or 400 miles per hour.
Yeah.
And
Whoa.
and that shoulder hit, and I thought, okay, maybe the collarbone is broken. Maybe something is. And I laid there for a moment, hoping I could heal. I was scared. There was sadness, fear.
God.
Nothing was moving. I said, this is trouble.
You were a bit paralyzed.
I was paralyzed.
Oh.
It took a while for everyone to get over there to me.
So they didn't care?
They did care.
Doesn't
And I
sound
said,
like
I'm all
they
right. I
cared.
just need a moment. And then they asked about my shoulder. And they said, do you want to go to the hospital? And I did not,
Why?
because it was the first show of the tour.
Oh, whoa, dude. Of how many shows?
There was 8 to follow.
Oh.
And there was a doctor in the audience that came and looked at it. And he said, can you move your fingers? And I could. And I could do this. But I knew something was very wrong. And then Tom was even a little rattled, Mr. Tom Segura,
Yeah.
because his friend was in pain.
Your friends?
We're friends. And then the next show was in Belfast the next night.
How fast?
Belfast.
Wow.
But I knew something
is
was wrong
fast.
because I couldn't lift it by then. And now we're at a stage where it's frozen.
Oh God, what was the
But
temperature?
when I came back to Los Angeles, I got an X-ray. Harland, right?
Yeah.
I went. They were supposed to wait 6 months, but I had some power at Cedars,
No way.
and they said, "Oh, we can see you quickly." And I got the X-rays, and nothing was broken,
Thank God.
but
it's
there was
frozen.
some damage. And now I have a Pilates instructor who's also a physical therapist, a doctor, I believe.
Okay.
And she said it's showing not symptoms. There's a word I'm looking for that she said it's. I wish I could talk to her.
Symptom sounds accurate.
No, it's showing signs. It's not signs, but of a frozen shoulder.
It's showing.
No, I'm gonna have to call in later. So there's a
showing-
freezing
Okay.
stage,
Okay.
and I'm a little angry. You can tell by my tone.
You are really angry.
So there's a 2-month freezing stage.
Is
that
it
I
a
might be-
freezing stage
that
or
I-
defrosting?
No, that comes. That's later. So I'm in the freezing stage.
Oh my! No wonder you're wearing the bulky coat.
Yeah. And then after the freezing stage, there's
Yeah.
a frozen stage.
Oh my
Freezing
God.
stage is the painful stage.
Wow.
And then there'll be 2 or 3 months of frozen.
God, how many times can you watch that movie without throwing up?
No, I'm in it. And then there'll be the thawing stage
It went down to your thigh?
eventually.
Wow. You're almost like a
Harlan,
a
they
shank
say
of
this
beef.
might be a year of my life.
What might be a year of your life?
This.
This frozen sensation?
I can do this. I
Oh.
can't go here.
You could barely shoplift.
I do some. The other day I was flying commercial for a moment, and I had to do this.
Oh, to put your bag up?
No,
Oh.
when you do the X-ray,
Oh, you got to do this. You got to pretend you're getting hit by a truck.
but you're supposed to cross your hands.
Yeah. You're doing it.
Look at this.
Okay.
I'd love to get that high.
Oh, you'll never sit in the front car of a roller coaster ever again.
Brother. And you can't sleep because it aches.
Oh, God. I thought it was frozen. How can you feel aches if it's frozen?
The blood gets there. There's a lot going on.
Oh, you
so that's
poor
kind of where I am right now. And as an athlete,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's your tennis arm.
no, I'm right-handed.
Oh, thank God.
So I can still play a little tennis, but I can't
dude.
toss.
Yeah. What's this?
That's how you toss a ball. But I can't.
It's also how a doctor lifts a nutsack.
That's fine. I can't really do that.
What? Lift a
I
nutsack?
can't lift anything.
God.
I have a child, I believe, that
You're like a
sometimes
ballerina.
when I come home, the child wants to jump in my arms, and
Yeah.
I yell, no.
Well, what if your child just jumped in your arm, singular? I mean,
don't
you've got
have the
big, long
strength.
arms.
The child
They don't
is-
have to go in the
child-
ball lifting
The
hand
child is growing.
and peeing.
But this all gets back
Wow.
to you say, can you ever get on top of the woman that
Yeah.
you share? And I can't. I can't
Yeah.
put any pressure.
Oh, God.
So if there was to be intimacy, she'd have to climb onto me, which doesn't seem appealing to her.
Can you even wipe your own bottom, or how do you get back there?
Well, here's what
You must have like a caulk bit built up.
I go with my right hand if I do wipe.
Oh, wow.
Someone's calling you.
No.
I just saw that. Why don't you turn that over?
Okay, God.
may-
You're antsy since you've been frozen.
Let me make sure
God.
this is off. I'll turn all this off.
That's okay. I noticed you used your frozen hand to turn your phone off.
I mean, just
Starting to wonder if this is all a lie.
oh, it's not.
Well, I just saw you turn your phone off with complete
With
ease.
this because it's low. If you do things low,
Well, let
but
me see you
can't-
try and turn it off up high.
That's it.
Well, I don't see a phone in your hand.
It's just that's.
Oh, wow. Wow, dude.
But I
This is
found out that
serious.
this is just
Yeah.
a lot of women on menopause get a frozen shoulder.
Wow.
A- Amy Poehler had frozen shoulder.
She did? How do you know?
It was discussed. I guess you could look it up, but
Maybe she just fell off a stage.
that's possible also. It's a hormonal for women.
Maybe you're a chick.
This is what we're all getting back to. I don't know what I am, and I don't seem to care.
Yeah. Have you been ovulating at all, or?
I'm not sure. What does that really mean?
It's sort of like when you turn on a fan, it ovulates.
No, but I will say this.
Okay, this.
This is interesting because my wife,
Well,
whatever it is,
Yeah.
half my age.
she is?
Yeah, but I
Holy
say,
God, so she's
I say,
100?
I say the good half, the half
Okay.
with the money and the tits.
She has tits now?
She does. So, but she's kind of half my
Does
age.
she have tits or its? Because we don't know what she is.
Whatever she
Or
has,
it.
she has.
I think its
She has,
have its.
she has mounds that are masking something,
Its.
maybe hiding.
I think its have its and women have tits. So I think yours, it
I don't
has
know what
its.
she is.
Well, that's why she has
But-
its.
At one point, she wanted to freeze my sperm.
Oh, wow. That sucks when your wife gets mad and throws your cock in the fridge.
Well, when she wanted to freeze it
Yeah.
because I think she was thinking about another child.
With another guy?
Maybe. I don't ask any details.
Wow.
I just,
Wow. Would you do it? Would you freeze your
well,
pollywog?
first of all,
Yeah.
she said she possibly wants another child with me.
Okay.
But she says my sperm is getting dumber, weaker, and lazier.
Have you thought about putting it on an exercise
I thought
program?
about that, but I also asked her, are we still talking about my sperm?
Oh, wow.
But she said it's getting too dumb for her eggs.
Oh, wow.
And all I could think of was if my sperm is too dumb for her eggs,
yeah.
I'm too dumb
To go to Denny's?
for the rest of her.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Because my sperm and I go everywhere together.
Except Denny's now.
Yeah, we're a package deal.
Wow.
And if you see my sperm,
I don't want
Harland,
to. I don't want to.
if you see my sperm,
I don't want to. I will
always
never see that.
just always know that I'm about 2 feet behind it napping.
Huh.
And my sperm's brilliant.
Well, you just said it was dumb.
She did.
Well, I have no way to prove that it's brilliant.
Well, mine is because I've only wanted one child, I think, and I only have one. So it's listening.
I've never seen your sperm do a crossword.
Well,
I've never seen your sperm do Sudoku.
It could.
I've never seen it solve a Rubik's Cube. I don't know how smart your sperm
And
is.
sperm-
You can't just say that without
Sperm
proof.
are warm weather critters,
They are?
for sure.
What do you mean?
They like warmth. They're
Yeah.
always going. So
Yeah.
freezing sperm has got to be the worst thing you can do to sperm, right?
Yeah.
It's like if you were on your way to Hawaii
Yeah.
with a girl or even by yourself, you like the
Well,
sun,
I'm not going by myself.
and you're dropped on Everest.
Yeah.
That's what sperm goes through.
Right.
They love it warm. If you bust a nut, that sperm thinks it's headed toward creating life, a warm area of a woman's
Up the fallopian highway.
the vajucal
warm.
the vajucal tube.
The what is it?
Vajucal.
Is that a circus term? I've never heard that.
The vagina has a vajucal tube.
Sounds like an instrument in the orchestra.
Well, I went to med school for a week, and they talked about the vajucal.
You ever played in an orchestra and played the vajucal?
I did. That's like the chime,
It is.
a vajucal chime.
Okay.
But so
I've never
I
heard-
finally did say to her,
Yeah.
if she wants my sperm,
Frozen.
she can take it the way God intended.
And how's that?
I would say room temperature right on her tits.
Or it?
Her its.
Well, you're not going to have a baby if you put it on her its.
I don't want another child.
You said maybe you did.
Did I say maybe?
Well, she does.
She does. This is about me and my sperm.
Okay.
Don't freeze it. I don't want another
Yeah.
baby. And if you think my sperm is too dumb for you, so am I. This is my out. Legal.
Yeah.
I'll see you in court.
Well, isn't there like in every, I hate to be rude, but in every load, they say there's about 350 million sperm.
Okay.
You freeze them, that's a lot of little chattering teeth.
This is
Like
true
that's
also.
gonna sound, your freezer's gonna sound like it's full of popcorn.
But now that you say the numbers,
Like just
yeah.
all those little chattering sperms.
But now
Yeah.
you've opened my eyes to something.
Well, your eye, red eye and white eye.
You said there's 350 million sperm,
Per load.
and only one of them sometimes gets to an egg.
Yeah. Most of them don't like eggs.
So it seems like they're all lazy.
Huh. Good point.
Okay, I stand corrected.
And your daughter stands peeing.
Yes. It's all
What do
one.
you mean you stand corrected?
I think I should freeze one strong sperm.
Just one. How will you isolate
Well,
it?
then now you have a problem.
Yeah. Unless you have a sperm sorter.
Or just something that can.
Maybe you cut it. Have you ever cut cocaine on a mirror? If you
I've seen it in movies,
cut your sperm.
but if you're cutting sperm, you're liable to cut them in half.
Yeah. And then you got a half sperm, and then you're gonna
Then
have
you
a
got to
midget.
go to court. You're a
You're
murderer.
gonna have a midget kid.
Murderer. Curtin.
Curtain.
It seems like.
Do I look? I know you've been.
Would you say blanket?
No.
Blanket.
Kate Blanchett is what I'd say. What are you saying?
Blanket.
It's
Like I
Blanchett.
sleep-
It's Kate Blanchett.
I sleep with a weighted blanket.
Oh.
And I sleep because I read that a weighted blanket helps with wet dreams.
An electric blanket helps with wet, warm dreams.
Well, then you're going to get electrocuted. But a weighted blanket
yeah.
puts weight on top of your body and your penile area.
Wow.
So that when you get your erection during your sleep, it's pressing against something.
Okay.
And it ensures a wet dream, increases odds.
I think wet dreams are just for teenagers, guy.
No. They're for anyone who doesn't masturbate. And I've told you I don't. I save my chi.
God, here we go again. You love going down that road.
No, we're going there medical.
I know, but it's also just it's sticky. It's naughty.
It's not.
I don't think two full-grown men should be talking about what you're just bringing up. It's
wet dreams. I'm talking about
I know,
it
but
medically.
we're both men.
Are we?
Like, you don't see construction workers sitting on an I-beam talking about
weighted blankets. Maybe
the M word.
Maybe you would if you said, "Hey, man, can I talk about something honestly?"
I'm not walking into a construction site and asking about some guy's
Can
wet
I be
dream.
vulnerable?
Well,
You bring that up on a construction site.
Can we talk about your feelings? Do we have to talk about your erectile problems? Like, can we talk about your emotions? And can you be vulnerable
What do you want
with
to
that?
know?
How are you feeling, guy? Are you hurt? Are you something missing?
Well, I think something is missing. And it could be the intimacy. The fact that I'm looking for wet dreams.
Yeah. Have you bought a dream catcher? Have you got one of those?
Ow.
Oh,
Yeah,
poor angel. God. Wait, can I ask on a scale
Wait. Frozen sperm and frozen shoulder.
Whoa, you might as well be a snowman.
It's all connected.
Yeah.
Wait.
What?
Maybe she's freezing my sperm through my shoulder.
That's physically impossible.
Is it?
I think it is.
You don't know my wife.
Neither do you.
That's a good point. So yeah. That's soothing to me.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do I look rested to you, can I ask? Can we make it about me for a second and not stop talking about you and your erections and your frozen meat and your freezer?
I'd love to.
Can we talk for a second about your old pal?
I'd love to.
Your old friend?
You called me.
I know, but just the minute you sat down,
Okay, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?
Me, yes.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, my brand new book, Uncle Milton, is here at last. It's a collection of strange but wonderful short stories, and you can read that along with some of my other books. I bet you didn't know that I wrote books, did you? It's a little secret I've had. We have Crave with zombie stories, and we have Journeys, people's harrowing tales of their journeys through life, Sex, Sin, and Satan, where we explore some darker themes, and Don't Look Under the Bed, some Twilight Zone-esque stories for bedtime reading at harlandwilliams.com.
Are you not looking for wet dreams is the question.
No, what I'm trying to tell you is if I look rested,
Yeah, you do.
this winter I tried something different. I hibernated
For the whole winter?
for the whole winter. I dug a hole in the ravine over here, and I had some Gatorade and some Swiss rolls,
Wow.
and I just slept for about 4 months. Slowed my heartbeat down to like 2.
Serious question?
Yeah.
When did you wake up?
Just about 3 weeks ago. Early spring.
So did you miss anything?
I don't know. That's
For
the
4
beauty
months?
of it. Yeah. Woke up with cigarette butts in my hair, Snickers wrappers.
Now, did you pick the ravine?
Yeah. I went to the place. I dug the hole.
Did you eat a lot before you hibernated?
I went to Olive Garden. It was Crab Fest.
So you ate a lot and then you took a nap.
Took a nap for 3 months. Just huddled down, curled up.
Do you dream?
I think I did dream, but it was so long.
A blanket.
It was sort of like a mini series.
Was there a weighted blanket on you? I don't mean to get back to...
Oh, I see. Yeah. There was a weighted blanket on me. Yeah.
So do you think possibly
Yeah.
you had a wet dream for 4 months?
Oh, God. Okay. Maybe. I woke up damp.
What do you dream about?
I dream. Sometimes I do that dream where you feel like you're flying.
Yeah,
Have you ever had that where you start to walk
I do.
and then you sort of lift off and then you come back down and then everyone's around you and you're kind of like, look at me. I can float up and then it's weird. You have that one too?
I have that dream.
Why do we have that one? I think a lot of people have that same dream, which scares me.
I'll tell you what scares me also.
Oh, here we go. What?
Sometimes,
Okay, so not all the time?
no,
Sometimes.
I have to get up too early in life to take a child to school, to this bus stop.
Oh, so not the school, just to the bus stop.
But we missed the bus stop.
Oh.
I have read.
Again with the red.
Is it read? I have read
You
something.
have red, which is weird because red is a color.
I have read that wet dreams.
Oh, here we go.
This is medical.
Okay.
You seem to think it's dirty.
Well, it is a little greasy.
Would it be better if I said nocturnal emissions?
Nocturnal dampness, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nocturnal dampness
Okay.
happens
While you sleep.
happens at the last portion of sleep.
Okay.
And what is that? The REMs, the rapid. When is there's a type of sleep,
I
the
think
last,
it's
the deepest sleep. What is it?
The Smiths? Not REM.
That's the Smithereens, the
Oh.
deepest Smith.
Pink Floyd.
What type of sleep is there? EDM? What's the last in the late night? REMs?
Yeah.
Rapid eye movement?
Yeah. REMs.
REM sleep is
Yeah,
when
okay.
is wet.
What do you mean? How do you know?
Doctors.
Have you thought about sleeping in a ShamWow?
I've thought about it, but I mean,
that would keep you dry.
But here's the problem.
Okay.
I'm waking up before the emission. I'm in the middle of a great.
Oh.
I'm in the middle of a great dream.
So that's like you. That would be like making love to your teenage girlfriend, and your parents walked in the room before
Yes.
you achieved.
Yeah, I'm.
Oh,
Getting,
that's a downer.
I'm getting cock blocked by this bus.
Oh, there's a morning school bus because you have to be up.
I'm waking up in the middle of what would be a wet dream.
Have you thought about getting rid of your kid?
Yes.
Wow.
God, I think about that every morning. I wake up bonerized.
Why don't you go to bed a half hour earlier and then you can finish?
Wife won't let me.
Oh, God.
I have to give her an hour of TV a night.
Oh.
But she's doing that on purpose so I can't have wet dreams.
Well, you have a wife. Why do you have to have sex in your dreams when you got someone laying right beside you?
That's the problem. Frozen shoulder. I can't go right.
Oh, you got no
I
leverage.
can't extend it. I can go this way.
Well, your arm's frozen, not your wiener.
I can't get in a position where the wiener would find heat.
Oh, damn, dude.
Like, I'm like this. I'd
Yeah.
love to go there and grab something
Yeah.
feminine.
Yeah.
A tit, an ass cheek.
Yeah.
I can't.
Dude.
This is as far as I go. So I'm reaching. I just go to bed.
And you hope the dream does it all. Can
I-
you describe said dream, like your last dream? Can you walk us through this erotic landscape where you're ravished in pleasures, and like, can you kind of give us
I can tell you my last wet dream.
Okay.
I was in Oklahoma,
Oh boy.
the Mayo Hotel.
The Mayo
I
Hotel.
was filming a TV show called Reservation Dogs. I played Kenny Boy. It was a show on the air for 3 years, Emmy-nominated, Peabody Award-winning, Sterling Harjo show run.
I don't know if you have to include the credits with
I
a
wanted
dream.
to. I don't
It's a
talk
dream.
about.
We
I
don't
don't
need
talk about him
credits.
enough. But
It's a
this is
dream.
where I was. I want to give the backdrop.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not a masturbator.
Oh, that word again.
I save my chi
Okay.
for
okay.
special occasions.
Okay, for your dreams.
Or a mosh pit, a crowded elevator. I'm an edger. I'm always close.
Okay.
Eye contact.
Ever do it at a funeral?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just asking. Lighten up, dude.
Morning wood, just spelled differently.
Okay, so tell us about this erotic journey through your netherworlds.
This wet dream happened
Okay.
because I was walking past a pool.
In your dream.
Yes.
Okay, so it's already wet. There's a pool.
And I saw a couple making love.
Whoa.
and I watched. And for some reason, that created the wet dream.
Were they?
I wasn't even involved other than watching.
It's more like a perv dream.
Yes, I'm
Wow.
not proud of it.
Neither am I.
So I know that weighs heavy.
It was a fat girl?
No, it was a woman in a black bikini.
Wow.
I believe it was an adult film star that somehow was in my subconscious.
Were they by the pool or were they making
They were
coitus in the water?
On the edge. They were on a step.
So they were partially in the water.
Yeah, but not
Wow.
enough was visible. They weren't submerged.
It's a semi-aquatic wet dream is what you're describing so
Yeah,
far.
wet on wet.
Wow.
So I walked past and
Yeah.
I looked at her and I said, and I knew who it was
It was a porn star.
from a long time ago.
70s.
Her name was Roberta Gemma.
Also a Dutch tennis player.
Roberta Gemma. People will look her up. I'm sure her stock will rise.
Okay, so she's there. Who was she with?
I did not know the man. I just recognized her.
Huh.
And I'm thinking now that I mention it, I think she may have looked at me and smiled
While she was being penetrated by another man?
from behind.
Wow.
And for some reason, that may have been all I needed.
So
And I knew I was having a wet dream. And I'm an old man.
how old?
I don't like to talk about the age,
Well,
but
you just did.
this was maybe 2 years ago, second season.
So 73?
Second season. So, however old I am now, 55, I like to go with. So I was in my early 50s and I had a wet dream. And that's because I don't masturbate. I had buildup, but I was also allowed to sleep in.
Oh, God. Dude. Have you ever had a dry dream?
Well, every moment is a dry dream if you live in consciousness.
Whoa, dude. That was deep.
Well, right now I'm close.
Whoa. Can we take a moment?
Everything. I'm always pretty close. There's always a little shine on my pee, a little drip. There's always closeness because I don't masturbate. I live in a semi-erecti state.
Ew, where's that, Pennsylvania?
Clearly, Oklahoma, Tulsa.
Oh, God.
But yeah, that was my last wet dream because I was allowed to sleep in.
It wasn't that really, it was a bit underwhelming. Oh, you all right? You could always sip with the other arm.
They say keep it moving.
Well, maybe also, let's keep
Now,
it
did
less
you say
dramatic.
it was underwhelming because I wasn't involved?
It was just done. I'm expecting this erotic dreamscape, and I get Sika standing by a pool with some ambiguous guy with her ankles in the water, and she gives you a look.
She was on all fours.
I thought you said she was standing in the water.
No, she was getting it from behind. Maybe she was. I think she was on all fours.
Boy, if that's all it takes to get you going,
I know,
holy smokes! Have you seen a 1973 Playboy lately?
No, but I used to have a stack that was so tall, I could have climbed it and jumped off it and ended my life.
Wouldn't that be funny if your name was Robert?
There was a stack. Robert Y.
Robert Stack.
Nice. I love that. Roberta Gemma.
Wow. Wait a minute. You had a pile of Playboys?
I did.
What happened to it?
Oh, it's still around. It's probably worth a lot. I read something about doggy style.
Oh, okay.
And I know you love animals.
I love animals. Holy smokes.
Okay,
I did doggy style about 2 weeks ago over at the dog park.
You did?
Yeah, you're allowed to do it because it's a dog park.
Wonderful.
There was 7 other couples doing it.
Well, when I see dogs making love,
Yeah.
I don't look away.
Neither do I.
I encourage the man dog. I make eye contact and I stare him down and I let him know he's doing okay. But I also let him know that he should maybe slow down a little.
Yeah.
Let her feel something because they go pretty aggressive.
Yeah.
But then it dawned on me, Harlan,
Yeah.
that in dog years,
Yeah.
time is flying.
Yeah.
So a year for a dog, 7 years, they
For
say.
us?
Yes.
Yeah, for them.
So this little 5 minutes for this dog, that's a long time.
That's about a 6-month fuck.
Well, so he's trying to get as much in as he can.
Oh, I get it.
So he's hurrying.
Wow.
So that's just the 7-year itch for a dog daily.
Wow.
So he's trying to get as much in as possible.
I love you said it. I love watching dogs make love, and I went to Toys R Us and bought. Have you ever seen these little stuffed toys, the Curious Georges?
Oh, I'm so curious about George.
Yeah. Well, nowadays he's bi-curious, by the way.
Is he?
Yeah.
That seems fair.
Yeah, but I bought a little one.
That's where
about
the money
this.
is.
Yeah, that's where everything is.
Wow.
I bought a little Curious George monkey, and I strap it to my leg when I
Yeah.
go out, and dogs will come up and hump it. And I get to watch. Sometimes I get the phone out and just
Does
watch
the monkey
them go.
grab quarters? Because in Thailand, the
Oh,
monkeys.
no. This is a stuffed one. This is a plush toy.
Okay.
It just attracts. It's a hairy little brown shape, and the dogs love to hump my leg. And I like the feeling, too.
Yeah.
It's kind of like one of those vibro massage things.
You know what that feeling is?
What?
Sleeping with a weighted blanket.
Oh, dude.
Don't say I'm going back to that.
Well, you clearly are.
Harlan, you're telling me, oh, a weighted blanket I hate. And then you're like, but you know what I love?
Yeah.
An animal humping my leg, which is a weighted blanket.
I see. Okay. Have you
But-
ever?
Go ahead, sir.
No. Have you ever been humped on the leg by a dog? You look like you
Of
have.
course, I look for it.
Well, so do I.
But here's what I did.
I bait them.
Oh, here's what I did learn, my friend.
Okay.
Because I'm a reader. How are we doing on time?
We're doing great. I'm just waiting for the podcast to start. Can I start the theme music and start the
if
podcast?
you want to get that in there,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Harland Highway Podcast. Our very special guest today, even though he's injured,
I don't hear anything.
put them on.
Wow.
He's injured. He's not feeling good. Can you hear it now?
Yeah.
Kirk Fox, comedian,
No. Tennis pro.
tennis pro. Kirk Fox is here.
Edger. Just an edger.
Edger, temporarily out of commission due to a sports injury.
Frozen shoulder.
Frozen shoulder.
Green eyes. I can't take the hat off.
Oh,
So is this what it always sounds like when you have on headphones?
yeah.
A little loud.
I know you've been talking really loud, but I love it.
It's passion.
Because a lot of times you're too
I
far away
know.
from the mic and you're not loud, but now today you're really loud.
Okay.
It's great.
But here's something I
Okay,
wanted
go
to
ahead.
tell you.
Take a breath, guy. Take some breaths.
The very first cave drawing.
It's going to be hard to prove, but go ahead.
No, I was an archaeology major and anthropology. And
Okay.
it's hard to make a living doing anything with the word apology in the title.
That's true.
I'll tell you that.
You're right.
But Harlan,
Yeah.
the very first cave drawing,
Number one.
45,000 years ago, Indonesia, 2 dogs locked in doggy style. The very first cave drawing. That's how important doggy style is. That someone saw that.
We'll hold the roll.
Let me finish this thought.
Okay. Corn
But
niblet teeth.
someone saw that
Okay.
and said, make a note of that. Very first cave drawing, doggy style.
Huh.
5 people on Earth, and they were like, I don't want to look at her.
Now, I want to challenge it a little bit because it was probably wolves that were on the cave drawing, if we're going to be accurate, because domestic dogs didn't exist till about 35,000 years ago.
Okay. So wolf style.
Wolf style, yeah.
That's fine. All I'm saying is that penal,
Yeah,
vajuk,
okay.
or a knock
Yeah.
for man to man.
You're
Behind.
almost speaking like an Eskimo to me right now. Penal, Bannock, Vajuk. I feel like we're ready to go hunting for caribou.
That's fine.
Penal, Gannock, Vlagluk.
All I'm saying is
Yeah.
you say it was a wolf.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Which are the original dogs,
It
in all
was-
fairness? Canines.
It was
Lupus.
doggy style, but wolf.
Wolf's doing doggy style.
You're
Well,
not
you can't do doggy style if you're a wolf. If you are the reason there's dogs.
And they're doing it their way. Their
so I would say
style.
wolfy style.
Yeah, they did-
Let's say wolfy
But
style.
they didn't even probably. They just thought of it as our way.
Yeah,
Our way, my friend.
yeah. They do it the way they've been genetically
Our-
engineered.
Our way.
Like a sea cucumber
Yeah.
has to copulate at some
So
point.
5 people
So
on Earth.
cucumber style.
Yeah.
If you're sea
No,
cucumbers.
I love salad. So
Okay, well, not anymore.
and then you put it over the eyes. And you block the eyes with cucumbers. It all connects. So
Okay.
so 5 people on Earth, and they
Yeah.
still did not want to see eye contact.
Maybe it was the first porno movie. If it was the first drawing and they didn't have film yet,
I'll tell you this.
maybe it was erotic, like, it was sex.
Let me tell you, you're onto something, and
Yeah.
I've researched this
Yeah.
because people were naked
In
45,000 years ago. It started off without clothing. Everyone's naked, and they're still drawing pictures of sex.
yeah, humans love sex.
Yeah, so you can
Yeah.
look at someone next to you naked.
Yeah.
They'd still rather look at the nudity on the wall.
And they're giving Playboy, Penthouse, and porno movies a hard time. And the very first drawing ever created by humanity was sex.
That's what I'm telling
Let
you.
it go, people. They're giving Pornhub an issue, and the very first drawing was sex.
Yeah.
Relax.
It's like, look at me, the woman would say. I'm
Yeah.
right here. And he's, jacking off to a drawing
Oh, there he goes again.
or edging or pressing.
Let's go with pressing.
Okay,
It's more gentle.
there's a naked woman in the cave. I'm here, honey.
Yeah.
He comes home from hunting. He'd rather press against a drawing of maybe someone with bigger boobs.
Ooh. Did you know that when canines copulate or have coitus,
Coitus?
that
What does that mean?
it's just a courtesy way of saying,
Pressing?
no, like intercourse.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Intercourse sounds complicated.
But coitus sounds sweet and easy.
Coitus sounds dangerous also.
Yeah. But-
Coitus sounds like it could kill us.
Yeah.
Beware of the coit.
Yeah. Us.
Like a coil, man.
Yeah. But anyways, when
So what?
when
Is there a different word? Because that's freaking me out.
yeah, I'm sorry. How about just good old fuck?
That's dirty.
Yeah.
Fornication under consent of king.
Okay.
That's what fuck stands
is?
for.
Oh.
They used to have fuck houses
Okay.
in the medieval times.
Wow. I wonder if they had a Ronald McDonald fuck house
Yeah.
for the kids that were sick.
Or people that want to make a wish.
Yeah.
I wish I was at the other house.
I wish I was fucking.
Yeah. Instead of eating McNuggets.
Probably the same
Mutton.
thing
Probably
when you're
mutton
fucking.
nuggets.
But did
Go
you
ahead, finish.
when canines copulate,
Canines.
they
What about the other
when
eight?
when they're done, the male phallus
The phallus?
gets stuck in the female for a couple of minutes, and they're locked together.
Is that what we're seeing when dogs?
They're literally locked together, and
Okay.
it's a biological mechanism to ensure that the semen is fully injected into the female, and so they are locked and very vulnerable, and the male cannot pull out until a couple of minutes after.
Brother, you know what I thought that was?
What?
Passion. I thought the dog, I thought the man dog loved her so much
Yeah, makes
that he
sense.
wanted to just, so he keeps it in there till it goes flaccid. And
he has
can,
no choice. Yeah.
So this is where I get into some problems.
Oh boy, talk to me.
Never flaccid. I'm always in the middle.
Really? You mean never hard?
There's hardness, but never limpness. I'm an edger, brother.
You're in the middle.
Guys, they don't know this, but edging is a good place to live.
You love edging. Every time we get here, you talk about edging.
What else do I have?
That's true.
I have no merch. I have nothing to sell.
Yeah. You got your good looks.
Do I? You said I had a red eye.
It's gone now.
I'm not
It's
sure
moved
how
to the other
I'm not
side.
sure how the hair is falling.
That's kind of could use a little work. I'd put the hat back on.
Oh shit.
Oh God, you can't.
So, oh man.
Well, buddy, let's get to the wooden shoe.
Wait, how long have we been here?
Well, I started it 3 hours ago, but you've only been here for an hour.
Okay, let's wrap it up.
Well, we have no choice. We're already at an hour, but we're gonna do the famous words
I feel
from.
there's so much we didn't get to.
Well, do you have something else?
No, I think
didn't think so.
we covered dogs and.
I mean, did you want to talk about?
Oh, I was going to say that there's a lot of guys with kids that wish, they had finished in their pants and not in a woman.
Oh, see, we're right back to the
No,
ejaculate.
This whole thing has been.
You love it.
Did you not bring it up?
Can you not talk about donuts or trees or fairies? Like, why does it always come back to that? Like, what's going on, guy?
It's the shoulder. Okay.
It's called words from a wood. You know how it works. You reach in there.
Now, here's the problem. What if I pull one out that says ejaculate?
Yeah, well, then I guess we got to go that way.
Okay.
Here we go. I'll help. Just take out a word.
Lower it.
Sorry.
Push it.
Reach in there, cripple. What do you got? Here we go. What's it say?
Saw your parents do something bad.
Oh, wow. That's a biggie. You ever see your folks do something that you probably shouldn't have? Or wow.
I would say I saw the Remnants. I would say
Whoa.
I'd never seen them show a lot of affection,
Okay.
but my mom used to sleep in what was called a lath house.
Lath house.
Lath. It's
Never
kind of
heard
like
it.
where they keep plants, and it's famous in England.
Like a greenhouse?
Kind of, but it's called lath house.
Lath house. I've never heard that.
Well, I used
Wow.
for a long time. I thought it was called laugh house.
Laugh. Laff.
Well, or Laugh, laugh house.
It's your story.
And that's where my mom slept.
Why?
I think that's what kept the marriage alive.
What does a laugh house even look like, and where is it?
I would say it was possibly a garage at one point,
Okay.
made into an apartment. But it's where there were plants, and
Huh.
I'm a product of, I would say, darkness.
You're a laugh house baby?
Well, maybe that's where I was created. We can talk about it next time.
Okay.
But I remember I would go down to the lath house, and there was a TV down there and a kitchen, and
Okay.
maybe my mom was a hostage. Now that I think about it,
Oh, yeah.
maybe she was kept there.
Yeah.
But she liked to go there and read and have quiet time.
Did she have a choice?
Well, now that I'm talking about it out loud, I don't, maybe she didn't
Yeah.
have a choice. But
Oh,
I went down there
okay.
because our house was probably 200 feet away.
Oh, wow. The big laugh house.
So it's a long walk to the lath house.
Yeah.
And I went down there, and there was a little kind of an outhouse next to the lath house.
How many houses were there?
There was covered 3 lots.
That's a lots of houses.
That's a lots of land. And when I opened the door, my dad was coming out.
Oh, so he's gay?
He may have been. These are trick
You said
questions.
he was coming out.
I know. He came out of the lath house.
Oh, God. No one was laughing.
And he looked a little frazzled.
Oh.
And my mom was there, and
Ugh.
I don't remember her look.
Were they stuck together?
No, but there was a scent.
What was it?
Love.
Oh, you think they were copulating?
Had possibly.
Oh, well, so you didn't see it.
No, I told you I didn't exactly see it, but I told you I saw the remnants.
It's almost like you wet dreamed it.
I believe I was there, but now that you bring it up,
Like it was a wet dream.
I would hope if I saw that, I'd wake up to catch the bus. I don't want.
There's no such thing
I
as a
didn't know I
lap.
could look at you through this like
Like a peeping Tom.
like a levelor,
Like a what?
like a levelor blind.
That's
Can
not-
I tell you one thing about peeping Tom, and then I'll go?
Please. Yeah.
Because you brought that up.
You can stay if you want. I'll go, but you just stay.
No, I gotta go. But I'm gonna tell you, I've kind of come off maybe a little creepy. You always say I do.
No,
There's
no.
not. It's creepy with a twinkle, is what I say.
Kid friendly, creepy.
I would say yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, the title of my next hour special, which I'm getting ready to shoot, is called "See You in Prison."
Oh, wow.
So that's a good title.
Maybe it should be see you on the floor because you tripped.
Maybe, but let me tell you something that happened the other day.
Okay.
The other day, I learned that the difference between Neighborhood Watch and Peeping Tom,
Yeah.
4 minutes. Let me tell you how I learned this. And you brought it up with the Peeping Tom.
Yeah, right. I did.
I heard some glass breaking in the neighborhood.
Okay.
And as a Neighborhood Watch commander in training, I thought I would investigate. I started
Smart.
looking in windows
Yeah.
in the neighborhood.
You got to.
After about 2 hours, I climbed on a roof of a neighbor,
Okay.
and I looked down through a skylight, and I saw a beautiful couple making love on a kitchen table. I guess they'd knocked some glass off.
Okay.
That was the noise.
Yeah.
I assessed the situation. It appeared consensual. I probably should have left.
How long did you stay?
At about 3 minutes in, I realized I was watching two beautiful people make love for free. I usually have to go to Amsterdam, Bakersfield, Riverside,
Or a cave.
or a cave for that sort of behavior.
Yeah.
About 4 minutes in, Harland, I started getting an erection.
Finally.
And as I'm an American, I'm healthy. Brussels sprouts,
Oh, God. Don't tell me it got stuck in the chimney.
no.
Okay.
But I'm also under the impression we only have a certain number of erections each in a lifetime.
Well, you might.
And I'm not about to ignore one. And
Don't
then,
forget we die stiff.
Yes, that's true. But I'm not about to ignore one and then find out later it was my last.
Right? Good point.
Now, I'm not going to say I masturbated.
Oh, again.
I'm just not going to say it.
Okay.
But now that I say it out loud because you triggered it,
Yeah.
and I was looking at you through here,
Peeping at me. Yeah.
I think the difference between Neighborhood Watch and Peeping Tom isn't even a time issue.
What is it?
I just think it's masturbation in general. That's what separates Neighborhood Watch from Peeping Tom.
Excellent point. Ladies and gentlemen,
I'll see you in prison.
probably. Ladies and gentlemen, we end on a solid note, educational note. Peeping Tom, Neighborhood Watch. Let's do the wave, or let's not. You can't.
Frozen. This is, maybe next time I'm here, I can go higher than this.
Yeah, or you can become a crossing guard. Folks, Kirk Fox is here. Tell them once more about your show with Tom Segura where they can watch it.
It's not my show. I'm just a part of it.
Yeah, what is it? Where is it?
It's called Bad Thoughts. It's on Netflix. It's one of the top shows in the world.
Yeah.
It's streaming right now. And, man, I have an episode. So bad
Amazing.
thoughts.
And you're on tour? You're doing stand-up?
I'm out there a little.
Yeah.
But I'm just a man trying to make it in the late 90s.
Hey, everybody. Check out my merchandise at harbling.com. Yeah, most people just slap some letters or images on a t-shirt or a hoodie. But not me. Yours truly. Guess what? I draw my own designs. At harbling.com, you can see tons of my hand-drawn t-shirts. You can either buy the original or you can buy a print. And man, oh man, wear them loud and proud. I love making these designs for you guys and keeping it personal. So check out the whole catalog. We got hoodies, we got coffee mugs, we got t-shirts, you name it, it's there at harbling.com. Get your Harland original design, wearable art at harbling.com today. And thank you for your support, and I'll just keep the groovy images coming.
Oh, gosh, I know. My wife told me I should apply for...
Your what?
Whatever she is. My wife said that I should get a handicap placard because of this. And when I get on planes, I go first.
You do?
I just say I can't move because of this. I go with the soldiers and vets.
Yeah. Or the con artists.
Yeah. All right, let's get this over with. I got to go.
Oh, yeah, folks, that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in to the Harland Highway Podcast with Kirk Fox. Until next time, chicken chow mein, everybody. Does this make you jealous?
No, I can do that.
No, you can't.
Oh, not that high.
Yeah, see? Are you jealous? Oh, well, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kirk.
Frozen solid. Bye.
Hey gang, are you craving more Harland Williams? Well, join our Patreon page at patreon.com/Harland Williams, where you'll get bonus episodes of the Harland Highway Podcast, our special call-in show, and you can check in with our two goofy dolls, the Tender Frienders, two guys in their underpants. For a small monthly fee, you get extra Harland. Hey everybody, how would you like your very own personal video message from me, yours truly? It's your birthday, it's your anniversary, it's your graduation, or you just want me to make you laugh? You get to pick the topic you want me to discuss, give me some talking points, and off we go. You can get it for yourself or get it for a friend. It's super easy and fun. Just go to the Cameo app on your phone or to cameo.com. And I record a custom video made just for you or your loved one. Your very own personalized Harland.